am Michael Giblin with Fiddlershop.com, and this is a tutorial for the 2021 Florida All-State Orchestra audition requirements for violin. And this is specifically for the 11th and 12th grade material, so if you're looking for the 7th and 8th or the 9th and 10th grade material, just click on the link that's in the description box below. I've got all that stuff laid out for you there. I'm a violinist with the Miami City Ballet Orchestra and also the creator of OrchestraExcerpts.com, but I'd like to thank Fiddlershop.com for their support in helping to make all these videos possible. If you're looking for a new instrument or bow, Fiddler Shop is your place to check out. They've got incredible selection at unbeatable prices, and also a great source for strings, accessories of all kinds. So go check out Fiddlershop.com. All right, let's get into it. So let's get started with the scales, which is probably where you'll start in your audition. The scales are really important. You can tell a lot about a performer by how they play their scales. And then it's not just because of intonation, but just general sound production, shifting, posture. You can see like weird things if they, that they're doing. So really spend some time with scales. It's just a great way to wake up in the morning, things to do when you first get started. There are great scale books like the Carl Flesch book. This is a monster. Or the Galamian scales. And these are great books if you have them. Use your system if you for what you have. I'm not trying to criticize any of those. But if you don't have anything, maybe let me introduce you to my scale system for slackers, created by yours truly, Head Slacker. It's not a derogatory term. There's actually a lot of the principles that I've stolen from the Galamian method, mainly this first turnaround. And it's basically just finger patterns for all the major and minor scales in 3 octaves and the arpeggios as well. It fits on 2 pages. So to get started, I'll kind of show you, they give you some nice guidelines of what they're looking for. They put the quarter note on 60. That's fine to me. And then play 8th notes. So for the G major scale, you can follow along with the finger pattern below. The circled notes are where you shift. So. So again, the turnaround is a Galamian invention, so that you can play this, 2 notes per bow, or 3 notes per bow, et cetera, et cetera. 4, 8, 6, 12. It all works out nicely because, and so it's kind of for acceleration purposes. You don't really need it for the audition, but it's a great way to start if you're not doing scales regularly, to get into that habit. For A major and A flat major, you can use the same fingering pattern. You just use 4 instead of open strings when you're playing the A flat. You do shift in a different place there. So again, the stroke kind of is just a nice middle of the bow. Don't sustain too much and have jerky bow changes. We want a nice, just kind of fluid bow changes. The last fingering pattern works for B flat major all the way up through F sharp major, and what you do is wherever you are, you just start on the second finger, so you have to move into position. So it's a little tricky when you get up to like F sharp major. You have to kind of find your note first. You're gonna kill some dogs doing that one. The same thing though applies to the arpeggios. I'm just gonna cover that real quickly. Again, the follow for G major. So you can follow these fingering choices if you want. If you want to change them, or if your teacher has a different recommendation, feel free. These are just a one suggestion, and I think they work very nicely. So for the next section, which is the sight reading, I actually have an older video that I made years ago. I think I had lots more hair in that video about sight reading and some general principles. So watch that one. I'm going to link for that in the description, of course, and we'll see you there, all right?
Buy our Papa Fiddlershop.